friend Jacob in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a fist fighter, it seems.
Yeah, I didn't know you were in that game.
You know, just going back to my English heritage.
The British Jacob, yeah. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, yeah.
Cut it out.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't touch him.
I actually enjoyed like what we saw from that. I like the London setting.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like Unity in a way, but I kind of like
The graphical style does, but it is
Yeah.
like it's an 1860.
I mean, it looks more the same, to be honest.
16.
But I'm always excited for the
68.
Creed games.
I'm
I like
really
playing
into his
them.
weapon he uses.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
update that?
I can right now, 1 sec.
Yeah, but let's.
And I got a little annoyed from the guy like commentating on the
gameplay
Yeah.
reveal.
We all know the best gameplay commentator ever is the guy that does Rockstar's games. Yeah, I think he did it for Mad Max as well.
He might have. It sounded kind of like the same style.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into this, gentlemen. Of course, we've had several discussions of Assassin's Creed, and we even talked about this before this giant gameplay hoopla was revealed. And so there are things that are different, and there are some things that are the same. And like every Assassin's Creed game, doing my research before this, I read a bunch of things that made me excited. And I was like, oh man, they're finally changing this. But when I saw the gameplay before I read this, and as I was reading all this new stuff, I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, it didn't look like the way they're saying it in the gameplay. As far as that, they were talking about the stealth. They were like, we're going towards a more like... it's called a soft lock. Like when you go into stealth, you're not like pushing A to like lock onto stuff. There's like you just kind of like weave in and out of cover and stuff. You can actually use the environment to fall and like use that as stealth and stuff like that. Which based on the gameplay we saw, I didn't see that. I saw him fire the grapple and like land on top of a dude and assassinate, and then I saw him go into cover and do the cover assassinations. That was directly.
We saw him drop the
at
boxes
Unity.
on that guy's head.
I really like the grapple, by the way. It's really
I think that's really cool.
I think that's going to kind of speed things up as far as the
Climate buildings is
parkour
kinda
and stuff.
slow.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's going to make it more faster paced, kind of like grappling from building to building and stuff.
I bet he's totally going to use it a bit in combat too.
Yeah.
The grapple.
I think they already showed
kind of like
some.
Scorpion.
Yeah, oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's first let's start off. I know you said you liked it. What were your overall, just a sum of your first impressions from this reveal that we had Tuesday?
Good.
Like Jacob said, it certainly looks like Unity. I'm sure you guys notice. I mean, especially when people can probably relate to this as well. People that have an eye for details, that he has the exact same run animation as Arno from Unity. Which it could be just because it's pre-alpha. They're probably like, this is a placeholder animation for his run.
Maybe.
But he may end up running the exact same way. I know that's something so stupid, and that isn't something that I'd be like, that's so dumb. That makes this game bad. I don't think that at all. Like, if he runs the same, he runs the same. But I like to think that if it's a totally different character, he has like not only a different personality, but like different animation, sort of. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to recreate. Like, I know Assassin's Creed, one thing I will say, applaud to them, is like they have just crap ton of animations that are just fantastic. I mean, I can't imagine for Unity developing like all those animations, then developing like hundreds of new ones just for a new character. I get that. That's a lot of work. But also, obviously, we haven't met the character. We haven't like completely... We're not involved in this story yet. We don't really know exactly what's going on. We kind of have an idea, but just to give it, it's called Syndicate because it's about building a crime like syndicate. I don't know if I'm using that correctly. That's what I read.
Aren't there like gangs and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Like you're building like this crime gang, you know, which is why it's named Syndicate.
Right.
So that's as far as story. That's kind of as broad as they've gotten. You know, I'm sure Templars are gonna be in the gangs.
I knew they were gonna call it Assassin's Creed Victory. I just had a feeling.
Oh yeah.
I think I said that.
Yeah, you
on
called
the
that.
podcast.
Yeah, you
that.
did. You were like, that sounds stupid. Okay.
Yeah. Also, another first impression was that just based on like the debrief lines he had in the gameplay, it's like he seemed to have a very similar personality to Arno.
Oh yeah.
Which kind of bothers me because I like each assassin to be totally different from the others.
How'd you like his top hat?
That was cool. I thought it was cool on your walk. And if someone made a great point, I think it was an IGN video, how like he doesn't stand out or when he has his top hat on, because
yeah.
his actual like Assassin's Creed, like I don't know if you call it like his tunic or his robe or whatever, looks like he's just wearing a really cool jacket, and he has his top hat. He's like, oh, I'm just an Englishman walking around with my nice jacket and hat,
drinking tea and crumpets.
Yeah, and we've all obviously seen him when he takes off his hat and throws on his hood. That's
Where's
cool.
his hat go?
I've wondered the same thing. Just like off his butt.
It's like
Ooh,
it's like a retractable top hat.
Yeah, like it unfolds. But yeah, that's kind of funny. But that's still, it is cool that he does that, and like he just, because he can totally look like a normal dude when he's walking around in public, which is cool. So I've always said that's funny.
That's the first time in Assassin's Creed where the dude looks like a dude.
I think the only two that could get away with that were Black Flag. Since you kind of look like a pirate anyway, you can get away with that. And then the original Assassin's Creed, I guess you kind of look
like a monk.
Yeah,
kinda. Yeah.
But other than that, I feel like in Assassin's Creed 2 in Italy, even though you had that like Italian look to you, you definitely stood out compared to normal people because you just look so flamboyant and beautiful.
Yeah.
But
definitely stood out in Unity too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No one's wearing anything remotely close to what
Yeah.
Mario was
Especially
wearing.
you could like make your colors like hot pink.
Yeah. I'm like neon green and stuff.
I hope they're not going with that tactic. I've said this before. I don't like customizing like my assassin. That's just me though.
I mean, if somebody's giving me customization, then
I'm gonna do it.
I'm
Totally.
gonna do it. So I don't really have any points against that because I'm not gonna make my guy pink anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I feel
like
glad
that would be
he
cool.
has
It's
black
depending on how you customize your character can dictate how well you can blend in.
I think that's
that
ever gonna
would
happen.
be that might be a little too deep,
yeah.
but I mean, Splinter Cell kind of did something like that in Blacklist. Like depending on your gear, you can blend in more, be more quiet and stuff. So I think that'd be cool if Assassin's Creed did that.
I didn't notice a huge difference in my equipment in Unity when I changed it. It'd be like your stealth is all the way up, but I'd have it like all the way down on like different equipment just to like mess around and have it be fun. But I never noticed like a difference in the stealth. But what was something? Oh yeah, I think his little like crooked blade he carries is cool too. Someone else made a good point. Like you can't walk around London with like a sword on your back or whatever. So that's cool. It's like because like I said, and I think in a previous podcast, my favorite weapon ever in Assassin's Creed was the dagger from Assassin's Creed 2. That's so cool to me. Yeah. But I think that's
kind of
similar.
Cool.
Yeah.
So from first impressions, as far as like realism and like in the time, this is by far the most impressive in that aspect as far as blending in with people and stuff.
Definitely.
But I did not know this until I read this article. Did you know that he is a twin? He has a twin that grow with him. You can pick to play as either.
Like from the start or switch between the two during
missions.
the game? Okay.
They each have separate skill trees.
Which is what I liked most about this reveal was that there's going to be more than one main character.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I even read this. So I was like, that's really awesome.
They actually said it like at the beginning of...
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, shows what I know. Because I didn't even notice it.
Either that or I read an article somewhere.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's really cool. I hope they each have their own, like, unique
if one's
stories.
more stealth, oriented and more
I think it'd be cool like they do something with Batman, like they both go on the same mission, like have combat that's flawless. Yeah,
that would
work
really
together.
Cool. There is no multiplayer in this game whatsoever.
No co-op or anything.
No co-op or anything.
That's a good thing.
It's not the end of the world to me. I thought it was fun in Assassin's Creed, but I wasn't like blowing my mind or anything.
It was very evident that it's like in Unity they were just like, let's put co-op in it and not like you were saying with combat and stuff. Let's not say everybody's just smashing X or square X and like smacking the same person. And they acknowledge that. They're like, we really want to focus on combat with one person, like how, because they're saying, I mean, I know Assassin's Creed dudes have always said, like, we want the combat to be like crowd control, taking on multiple guys at the same time. In the demo they showed, didn't really show that at all. I mean, it seems like every Assassin's Creed, they're always like,
we improved the combat.
Dude, and it never has.
I don't know what their deal is. It's like so many games have come out since then, the combat's like significantly better.
Yeah. I mean, it looked really fast-paced with the fist fighting, which I like it. It's more like of a gang versus gang, like brawls and stuff. Like, that's awesome. But I don't know, just playing Batman and stuff, it's just like...
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, it's just like, step it up, guys. Like, it's not... I don't know. It's just they just haven't.
Now even Witcher's combat looks really awesome.
Huh?
Witcher's combat looks really good too.
Oh yeah. I mean it's
just the same.
I mean it's not really the same.
It's not
like countering and stuff,
not at all. It involves signs and stuff.
Yeah, and like casting spells and
which is signs.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
That's what they're called.
Did you know this is gonna be the first time I've ever actually played a Witcher game? I've only watched it. So.
Oh, Assassin's Creed?
No, The Witcher.
Oh.
Yeah. We're more excited about The Witcher.
I'll play Assassin's Creed when it comes out, but The Witcher is coming out Tuesday.
Yeah, you can hijack horse carriages. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably ride a horse carriage.
That's why they don't want co-op either, because they wanted to focus on like that too. They didn't know how to do that with co-op.
I wouldn't mind if they were
that.
I'll probably ride it only when it makes me. If you want to ride a horse carriage, you can use a grappling hook and fly up buildings. That's
I'm sure it's way faster.
Yeah, I'm sure, but still.
I'm fine with jumping on a carriage and like kicking some old woman off. And
yeah, I mean, I'll definitely like fight dudes on it because I've seen pictures of like him fighting guys.
Like on trains and stuff. Mm-hmm. Now trains in an Assassin's Creed game.
Trains are in it?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
know. I mean, this is the Industrial Revolution. It's 1868. I mean, dude. There are some things going on. He's got a freaking revolver.
That's cool.
It is getting pretty modern, which is really cool. So I'm actually really excited for this game.
Me too.
The more I think about it.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I'm more excited about the game reading this stuff than I was when I watched the gameplay.
Yeah.
Which kind of worries me.
Yeah.
So
hyping you up for disappointment, maybe.
I hope not, but hopefully at this E3 they'll show gameplay that really excites me and gets me pumped for October 23rd when this game comes out. And of course, we'll probably be playing that game and giving our reviews and stuff on that, of course.
So stay tuned.
Yeah, like every big October. Game coming out there. But yeah, they didn't reveal too much of the game and stuff. We basically covered everything. But yeah, looks cool. You think it looks cool?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm always excited for the next Assassin's Creed.
I'm always highly optimistic, so hopefully it'll turn out good.